They were strong, agile, and charming. Their voices were deep, their laughter confident, and their hands capable of building and shaping things. The women felt excitement stirring in their chests. At first, the arrival of the men was a source of fascination and delight. The women, curious and eager, welcomed them with warmth, allowing them to settle in the secret cabin in the forest. They were fed lavishly, bowls of steaming rice, juicy roasted meat, thick, savory soups. The aroma of food and desire mingled in the air. Every evening, groups of women sneaked away to meet them, sharing meals, laughter, and a new, strange experience that had awakened something deep inside them. Slowly, the secret could no longer be contained. The women whispered in excitement, giggling as they shared stories of their experiences. And as the whispers spread, more women, both young and old, began venturing into the forest to meet the men, except for Mama Aya. Mama Aya watched everything unfold with disgust. She saw how the women, once proud and independent, now giggled and yearned for the company of men. She saw how the balance of their village was shifting. Her heart burned with anger. Have you all forgotten who we are? She asked, glaring at a group of young women one evening. We are daughters of the earth. We have lived in peace without men for centuries. But her words fell on deaf ears. The women laughed off her warnings. Time passed, and the men, little by little, started moving into the village itself. No longer confined to the forest, they occupied huts, walked the streets freely, and even claimed land for themselves. Mama Aya watched in horror. Soon, the women began to grow pregnant. For the first time, their bellies swelled, not from the earth's gift, but from the life growing inside them. They felt the kicks and flutters of their unborn children. This is different, they murmured. Not only from the earth, but from men. They were amazed. They bore sons for the first time. They cradled their newborns, smiling as they marveled at the little fingers and tiny faces. At first, everything seemed beautiful. The women thought they had gained something wonderful, but soon, the truth began to reveal itself. As time passed, the men began to change. The admiration and sweetness turned into something else, something bitter. One evening, a woman stood outside her hut, rubbing her swollen belly. She was exhausted, but happy. Then her man looked at her, frowning. I don't like you anymore, he said suddenly. She blinked in shock. Why? She asked. Your stomach is too big now, he said, sneering. I will look for someone younger. Tears welled in her eyes, but before she could speak, he walked away, leaving her behind. Another woman, older, sat by the fire with her husband. He ran his fingers over her skin and frowned. What are these ugly marks? He asked. They came after I had your child, she answered softly. They were never here before. He snorted. Make them go away, he said coldly. Or I will find someone else. The women were stunned. They had never experienced cruelty before. Their bodies had always been honored, their strength celebrated. Now, they were criticized. Insulted. Pushed aside, slowly. The men stopped helping them with chores. The women worked the farms alone, carried heavy bundles of firewood, prepared meals while the men lazed about. All the men did was eat, talk, and laugh at their expense. The women cried. They regretted ever allowing the men into their world. Mama Aya saw everything. And she knew she had to act. She began moving in secret, visiting women in their huts, whispering to them in the shadows. This is not how we lived before, she told them. We were free. The women, tired and broken, listened. We must fight, she said. At first, many were hesitant. The men had taken over their village. They were strong. They controlled everything, but soon, more women joined her. It started with whispers in dark corners, quiet promises between tired women, and secret meetings behind huts. They had watched their world crumble, had felt the weight of suffering settle on their shoulders, and had tasted the bitterness of regret. Mama Aya led them, her eyes burning with determination. She had watched enough, and now, she would act. We will not beg, she told them. We will fight.